Okay, guys, let's get started. Now, I'm coming to you today from my hotel room in Perth. I wasn't scheduled on to do the diamond training today, but we've had a few people pull out sick. So I'm hitting it up with my hotspot on my phone. So if I do drop out, or if the audio goes a bit funny, it's just because the bandwidth is not huge. And we'll see what happens if someone tries to phone me. So we should be okay. Anyway, this has been recorded today. So as always, it'll get put up in the JFire International Facebook group. So you'll be able to look at this training and grab it off of YouTube whenever you need it as well. I've had a lot of people ask me lately, where is Aaron's Colors to Success training? And I've done this training many, many times before, but mainly only in my first 1 or 2 years of Jeunesse. So I haven't probably done this in the last year or two, but it's very important training, and there's so many new people coming into JFire every single day that I thought it'd be a good chance to then do the Colors to Success training, record it, and have this as a recordable training for you guys to access it for anyone that's new whenever they join. So the Colors to Success training is really just understanding people, understanding people's personality. You know, people ask me, which script should I use to call people? And whilst I've got one that works the best for me, there's not one script or one message that can work best for everybody, because everyone's got different personalities and everyone's wanting different things out of this business. And so you've got to find out what sort of person they are, what are their hotspots, what are they like, because that will show you how to talk to that particular individual. So let's have a bit of a look at the background of what this is all about. It's really, if you can understand this one principle, you can take your business to a whole new level. In fact, you can take any business to a whole new level. And this has been around, for thousands and thousands of years. Many people have written on the topic. Some people call it colors. Other people call it different names, different animals. Melancholic, choleric, all those different names, sanguine. Those are the technical names, but people don't remember those names. So I like to use animals and use colors to diagnose or talk about a different type of personality, because that sticks with people. So when I think about yellow or blue or red or green, I know the exact type of person that we're talking about, because I can remember that personality from a color type. And we're talking about, we're going to talk about the different attributes of people's personalities, 35% being yellow, 15% of people out there being a blue type of personality, 15% red, 35% are green. All people can make great network marketers, but we have to talk to different people in different ways based on their personality type. So you've got to understand that 92% of the population are sales resistant. Okay, meaning that 92% of people don't like being sold to, but everyone likes to shop and buy stuff. So then how do we get people to buy our product if they don't like to be sold to? Only 8% like that, and only 8% like to sell. So you got to remember, when you sit down face to face across from somebody, or you're talking to somebody on the phone, all they're really thinking is, can I do this? Can I actually do this business? And can the person at the other end help me do it? That's all they're really thinking, whether they know they're thinking that or not. Generally, it's a subconscious thing that goes on in their brain. And so there's a famous case study, an accidental case study of this back in the 80s, where there was a very big network marketer in a company called Amway that had made hundreds of thousands of dollars and was doing really well. So he decided to, quit his job and go full time into Amway, and was doing extremely well, that he ended up, buying a commercial office, and he ended up having all of his meetings then in his new office. And he would meet people at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 11 o'clock in the morning, in this beautiful looking boardroom, very professional. But then he wondered why his business started to go downhill. He wondered why he couldn't enroll anybody anymore, because he used to be the king of closing. And what he ended up finding out was people were really impressed with the opportunity. They were really impressed with him. They were really impressed with his office in the flash-looking boardroom. But in the back of their minds, their subconscious is saying, you can't do this. You've got a job. So you can't go around meeting people at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 11 o'clock in the morning, and you can't afford to go and get a flashy office and a boardroom. You can't have an office, so we can't do this business. We're going to stick to the job. So people were impressed and wanted to do it, but they just thought, well, I can't go and get an office. So it wasn't duplicatable. So the fact that they were thinking, can I do this? No, I can't. Can this person help me? Well, possibly, but I'm not going to do it. So you got to make sure, that lower tension rates, so we're building rapport, we're finding common ground. If you do something for them, if they like you, know you, trust you, there's more chance that they're going to want to do business with you. Okay, we want to listen more than we talk. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. That Amway guy ended up selling that commercial office and just went back to meeting people in cafes and in hotel lobbies after hours, and his business started to thrive again. So you've always got to be thinking, make good first impressions, meet people in a time frame that they can think they can do this business, and don't be too complicated with stuff. I always say, keep it simple. So if you're showing them a really complicated presentation on a flash iPad and all these videos, you might get someone thinking, this is awesome, but again, I'm not technical, so I can't do this. There's nothing better than meeting someone after hours, just walking through a flip chart, getting to know them, your duplication, and their chance of joining will go up. Another case study, which was a deliberate case study, there was a guy in a company called ACN who was a pretty good networker. He's making about $72,000 a year in his network marketing company. So not, rock star income, but pretty good. What happened was, once he learnt this principle, the colors to success, the personality types, and he taught it to his team, he went on to be a multi-million-dollar earner in this industry, and so did many of his team. This information is really, really important. So let's have a look at our first color. Let's talk about yellow. So as soon as I see yellow as a personality type, I think about caring, nurturing, soft-hearted people that want to change the world and help everyone. That's how I first think of yellow. So they're about 35% of the population. They're very open and indirect, so possibly a bit shy, very creative, strong on relationships, quite logical, quite analytical. If they were an animal, and this will also help to remember a yellow and what sort of personality type they are, there'd be a koala bear, cuddly, Bambi, there'd be a turtle, those types of animals. Okay, if you drove with a yellow, they'd be the safest drivers on the road. They'd never, ever break the rules. Yellow's motto is, let's be friends. Let's all work as a team. Let's work with our cross line. Let's all go and change the world. Their favorite words are feel, together, teamwork, family. How can I help you? Yellows will want to make money with you and can be very good networkers as long as we're working together as a team. Okay, we want to help everybody. So that's how we want to make sure we're talking to a yellow. A job could possibly be a nurse, a childcare worker, a teacher, a vet, very caring, nurturing jobs. How do we sponsor a yellow? We build a solid relationship, just like with anybody. Don't focus on the money. They're not interested in that. They're interested on our charity, Free the Children. They're interested in how many people we've helped with our products and our financial plans. Talk about family and friends you've made through Jeunesse. How many people you've helped. Show them some product testimonials, some business testimonials. Don't try and hard sell them or close them on your first date. That will not work with a yellow. The best mentoring for a yellow is to tell them the coffee story, to not take it personally, because a yellow is going to want to be friends with everyone, help everyone. If they get rejected or get told no or criticized, that's very hard for a yellow. They'll go and cry underneath the table. So we tell them the coffee story. The coffee story about the waitress that walks around the restaurant asking people whether they'd like more coffee. Now, some people say, yes, I'd love a top-up. A lot of people say, no, I'm done with my coffee. Now, if someone says, no, I don't want more coffee, the waitress doesn't go back to the bar and go and curl up in a ball and start crying. She doesn't take that rejection personally. That person just doesn't want more coffee. So we need to explain that to our yellow personalities that, look, some people are going to join us in Jeunesse and some aren't, and that's okay. Don't take it personally. That's part of the journey. So they need to understand that from day one. All right, so that's a yellow personality type. So if you find people that are talking in that way, we're asking them questions and they're all about helping people, they're a nurse, we go, okay, I've got a yellow on my hands here. Let me show them the charity. Let me show them how we're helping people. Let me show them how we're making a difference, and they will want to join you in Jeunesse. The next color, blue. It's about 15% of the population, direct and open, into family and relationships. This is how I think about blues: fun. That's the one word that sticks with me with the blue. They just want to have fun, fun, fun. Very fast talkers, so I've got quite a bit of blue in me. They love to travel, they love cool cars, they're very creative. If blue were an animal, there'd be a monkey or a dolphin or a cat. Those fun, energetic, cheeky animals. If you drove with a blue, they'd be driving BMW, they'd be driving fast, they'd always break the law, have a million speeding fines. The Blues motto is let's have fun. Where is the party? They're the person organising the social events, talking about the parties. They're all about me, me, me. They want to be recognised on stage. The keywords would be fun, party, money, family relationships. Where are my awards? Get me on stage. Blues want to make money with you and can be very good networkers as long as we do it right now and it's a lot of fun. We can party along the way. So that's how you think about a blue, the fun party relationship person. Their job would be in sales. Maybe they're a singer or an actor, something creative. How to sponsor a blue? Pretty obvious. Let's talk about our fun trips away to Vegas. Let's talk about the leadership retreat in Noosa. Let's talk about the diamond trip, the emerald trip. Let's talk about how much fun we have in J-Fire. Build that strong relationship. Talk about the fun times. You can talk about the money with the blue for sure, but it's mostly about having fun and traveling the world as a team, as mates, and talk about the systems as well. The J5 systems that we have. Again, show the testimonials of the business and the products. The best mentoring for a blue is going to be to teach them time management, planning, the systems, and emphasize the follow up. Because what a blue's going to go and do is get so excited, they're going to ring 50 of their friends and they're going to have people that are interested, some that aren't. They're going to sign some people up, but they're never going to follow up with people. They're never going to get them on the webinar. They're never going to get them on a three-way call. So you have to be quite hands-on with a blue. They might seem like a really good leader and really taking action, but you got to monitor that, and you got to mentor them and help them to follow up, because they'll be completely unorganized and scattered and running from one thing to the other, and they could be out of the business in 3 months because they haven't got any duplication. So you might need to take their team by the hand and start training them, because the blue might not be very good at that. So that's a blue. I always think about fun, party. You can ask them questions about what they're into. When you meet them at a coffee shop, they're probably ordering a beer instead of a coffee. They're talking about the big weekend that they had. Okay, I might have a blue personality on my hands here. Let me start by talking about the Vegas trip coming up in Jeunesse and how much fun we have. And they're going to join you in Jeunesse. The next color is green. About 35% of the population. They're pretty indirect and self-contained, so pretty shy, very analytical. So that's the one word I think about when I hear the word green, is just analytical. It makes me think of that straight away. A green, analytical owl. That's how I think of green. So very logical, and they can be a bit pessimistic as well. If they were an animal, they'd be an owl or a fox or a giraffe, the quiet, wise type. If you were to drive with the green, they'd be very cautious. They would pre-map out their trip so they know exactly where they're going and how long it would take. They'd never change lanes. They'd never break the law. They would be a Volvo driver, most likely, if they were green personality. Their motto is, let's get all the facts and the figures first. Okay, their keywords will be, maybe I'll get back to you. Let's get some spreadsheets in order and look at how the compensation plan works. I need to re-maths the compensation plan. I'm not sure that it works. I need to check out the systems. Probably this, probably that, maybe this, maybe that. I need to see the science. I need to see the clinical studies. I need to see the papers. Get me on the phone to Dr. Newman. I want to see some proof. That's a green for you. Okay, they can be good networkers, but they might not join for 6 months. They might join once they've analysed the pay plan and realise that Wendy Lewis actually has a fantastic pay plan. Okay, they've seen proof of people's earnings. They've seen proof of the science. They've looked at the systems. They've finished their spreadsheet and, checked everything they can possibly check out. Their job would be an engineer or an accountant or a professor. You're starting to get the picture of a green personality. You can sponsor a green, but you've got to be really patient and you've kind of got to give them all the paperwork that they want. I used to get really impatient with a green personality and just let them go, just forget about them. But the problem with that is they can be a very good networker once they're ready to go, once they're satisfied. So give them all the facts. Get them the business and the product testimonials. Give them the details of the pay plan. Show them the systems and training. Okay, don't try and sell or close a green personality first up. It's a waste of time. Okay, so it's worth being patient with a green personality. The best mentoring for them is to, once they're on board, you've got to get them away from that maybe, probably, could have, should have, into a more positive sort of talking and thinking time set to take action and be more positive. That's what you've got to do with the green. Okay, because your words do create your reality, and that can really hold a green back. You can be paralysis by analysis. That's the green. They analyze everything far too much and end up taking no action. That's how you would mentor a green to being successful. So if you think about green, you've got to think about analytical owl. Okay, I've got to be patient with them. They might not join for 3 months or 6 months, but let's get them all the scientific evidence that we can. Hopefully they join, and then we can mentor them, and they can be a very good networker. Red personalities. These guys are money, 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 fun, fun, fun. So they're about 15% of the population, very direct and self-contained, forceful, loud. They are leaders. They have a big ego. If a red was an animal, it would be a lion, an eagle, or a shark. You start to get the picture. If you drove with a red, get out of my way. I'm driving a Merc, a Beamer, an Audi. I'm driving fast. There's only one gear, and that's flat out. Red's motto is money, money, money. More money, please. Let's make money fast. That's how you can remember a red. You know the sort of person we're talking about. Their job would be the CEO, that lawyer, that army guy. How to sponsor a red. Let them think that you need them. So really pump them up. Man, you'd be so good at this business. You'd take us to the stratosphere. You're amazing. Talk about the money, talk about the system, stroke their ego, but don't be afraid to do the takeaway as well. So if they sort of start to say, oh yeah, look, I could kill this if I wanted to, but I'm not sure I've got the time. I'm not sure this is for me. You can say something like, you know what, Jim, you're probably right. I'm not sure that you could actually be successful in that. And you watch them sign on the dotted line straight away. You want to bet? You want to bet that I couldn't do this? I'm going to go diamond in 3 months. Okay, so if you sort of do the takeaway to a red, they just can't stand that. They need to prove that they're right and prove that they can do it. So we want to stroke their ego and pump them up. But then if they're not looking like joining, take it away from them and watch them come running. Okay, you can try and sell and close a red the very first time. They expect it. Their egos won't let them not join. So if they're talking to you about how good they are, how much money they make, all their contacts, go, okay, beautiful. Well, let's get you started right now. You've obviously got a lot of money. We're going to start on the ambassador pack. I just need you to sign right here. Give me your credit card. Don't be afraid to do that with a red. Put them on the spot. And again, do that takeaway if they're not coming to the party. The best mentoring for a red is we've got to teach them this Colors to Success training because they think everyone else is a red. So can you imagine a red talking to a yellow? A red would just be like, we're going to make $1 million. You got to sign up on this ambassador pack right now. Let's go. And the yellow is just going, oh, I'm not sure I have the money right now. And, who are we helping with this business? Doesn't matter who we're helping. Doesn't matter about the charity. Doesn't even matter about the products. I don't care whether the product is a stick off a tree. We're going to make heaps of money. Now sign this bottom line here. The yellow is just going to call up into a ball and start crying. So a red needs mentoring that not everyone's after the money. Not everyone wants to have fun. Not everyone is like them. So they need to understand to learn about the different personalities and go easy on a yellow and to get the green personalities all their paperwork that they need. That's how we mentor a red. Okay, so guys, that's the different colors of success. The way that you find out someone's personality is by asking them questions. Okay, so what did you do on the weekend? What's your current job? What do you want to get out of this business? What are your passions? What do you do outside of work? What are you thinking about when you're at this meeting? So ask them lots of different questions, and you'll find out whether they're that party person, that fun person, the money person, the caring person, the analytical person, and you'll start to get a bit of a gauge of, oh, yeah, I reckon this person's a bit of a red blue, a bit of a yellow green, and you can start to give them the right information based on their personalities. It's another way for talking about finding their hotspots. So if you can start to build rapport with this person based on their likes, based on their personality, based on what they're into, all of these things you've got to remember is why they'll join the business is because of you. Okay, because they want to join with someone they know, like, and trust. And always remember, all the person's thinking is, can I do this and can you help me? If you can remember those two things, start to learn the personality types, you're going to close a lot more people into your business and have a bigger chance of duplication. So I hope that's helped you with the Colors to Success training. Make sure you pass it on to your team. When I learned this bit of information, well before I got involved in network marketing, when I was still in the fitness industry, my sales conversion went through the roof about 300%. Because what I was doing in my gym was I'd get a new client that would come in and inquire about my gym, and I would just start reeling off all the fantastic things about what my gym could do for them. I never took the time to ask them what they actually wanted, what they were really here for, what their personality type was. I just started into my spiel, and a few people signed up and a few people didn't. Once I learned this principle, I would start asking them questions. Okay, beautiful. What's your main goal here with the fitness? Is it weight loss? Is it to build muscle? How many times a week do you think you can come? What's going to be your biggest hurdle in getting here? And they would just tell me their whole life story, and it was so easy from there. I need motivation because I'm not good at training by myself. I'm not interested in building muscle. I just want to lose weight. So if I started talking to them about my great weights program and, you can just work by yourself because, I'm not going to be on top of you all the time, there's no way that person's going to sign up. But because I've found out information, I found out their personality type, I found out their hotspots, I'm going to say, beautiful, look, that's what's great about our gym. We've got personal training. I'm going to help you every step of the way. We're not going to do bodybuilding. We're going to do specific exercises for weight loss, and we're going to monitor you, and I'm going to keep you accountable. They're joining up straight away. No difference in Jeunesse. Find out what they like, find out their personality types, and show them how Jeunesse can get them that, because Jeunesse can give everyone anything that they're looking for. Time freedom, financial freedom, helping people. They can give them the science, they can give them the product, the health, the beauty, the longevity. Jeunesse can give anyone what they're looking for, as long as they're the right person with the right mindset. So this is really going to help you to enroll more people and to duplicate quicker in your business. Hope this has been helpful, guys. We will see you next Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every single Thursday. The only team on the planet that does weekly trainings, J-Fire International. See you next week, 12 p.m. for some more J-Fire Diamond training. Thanks, guys.